Christianity, bro. Jesus is the way, truth, and the life. Whew. Gonna need some energy for this one. I'm excited to talk to you guys about carbohydrates. A lot of people think differently about carbs. Nobody really knows the truth unless you study or to understand how they work. So before I get into it, I want you guys to know here with Josh Bailey, trainer, chef, just overall about health and wellness. I want to explain to you guys today why you should never cut carbs out of your diet. So what is a carbohydrate? I know a lot of you gonna look up the definition, so what I'm gonna do is read it for you. All right, I have it right here. What is the definition of a carbohydrate? Carbohydrates, also known as carbs, are a type of macronutrient found in certain foods and drinks. Sugars, starches, and fiber are carbohydrates. Other macronutrients include fat and protein. Your body needs these macronutrients to stay healthy. So, understand that carbs give you fuel, right? Carbs is just like you putting gas in your car. You cannot drive the car without gas, okay? Some people's bodies work better off fats, but other than like fats are very specific, almost anything you eat is gonna be a carbohydrate. You think if you go to the store, you grab a bar, you grab a candy bar, you grab a snack, there's always gonna be a carb. So if you say you don't eat carbs, you better kind of pay attention to what you're saying. So what I have to my left, you're right, is complex carbohydrates, all right? These are the best carbs that you can intake. These are at its natural source, all right? That means any of these carbs that you see here, nobody had to do anything to it for it to come out like that. So let's start. What are complex carbs? Guys, you go from the heaviest starches with potatoes. We got brown rice. All right, this is a russet potato. This is a sweet potato. Strawberries. Yes, I mean fruits, vegetables, spinach, bananas are carbs, all right? These are not your big fuel carbs though. These carbs will burn off very fast. So that's why when you say low carb, some people might refer to that as only eating vegetables or fruits. But low carb can also mean having a potato or some type of oatmeal in the morning and just nothing else for the rest of the day. So these type of carbs, all right, they're rich in fiber, okay? Rich in nutrients in their whole grains. They're gonna keep you full longer, and they're gonna give you a lower glycemic index, which means your blood sugar levels are not gonna raise drastically as fast. So if I had a game, if I have a game today, if I'm gonna train, and I'm gonna train for next 2 to 3 hours, these complex carbs are gonna give you energy for a longer duration of time, right? You're not gonna spike in blood sugar, because what happens when you spike in blood sugar? There's a drop. This right here is gonna keep you coasting, right? That's why complex carbs is where it is. This is what you should have in your house. Here I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about, but this is what I consume most of the time. And if anybody is my size or active, you see somebody very active, they're eating carbs, okay? Don't think people are just not eating carbs because that's just false information. Complex carbs is where it's at. Now I'm gonna take you guys to the dark side. My right, your left. This is the simple carbs, the refined carbs. This is what's putting more belly fat on you, sugars and bad starches and what's causing you to have diabetes and stuff like that. This is the simple carbs / refined carbs. These carbs have to be processed, okay? That means they're not at its natural source. That means they put in a package, somebody manufactured it, made it, added some sugar to it. All this kind of stuff happens over here, okay? So, I know you guys have a bunch of this. I even have this. One of my favorite simple carbs is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You guys know I'm in love with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I'm gonna always have it. But here's the thing, I understand when I can eat it and when I can't. Another thing that I eat a lot of is white rice. I eat jasmine rice. I barely eat brown rice. I only have the brown rice because I bought it today, so you guys can actually see it. So I want to be real with you guys that I eat some of this stuff too. Spaghetti. I eat spaghetti, I eat bagels, almost everything over here I eat. And what it does to you over time, if carbs don't make you fat, okay? It's how much carbohydrates you consume that makes you fat. So between either of these, if I eat more of the complex carbs but I overeat, then that makes me put on more fat. But Same goes for these. This just has more access or added sugars, all right, artificial flavors. This stuff makes your blood sugar levels spike, all right? So, for instance, if I was gonna go to the gym, for me, all right, I have white rice, I have a bagel. Why? Because I want my blood sugar levels to spike. I'm not working out for hours at a time. I'm working out for hour, hour and a half. So if you ever see somebody's veins just start coming out like this, right? You see the veins just start popping, it's because their glycogen levels have been spiked due to what they just ate. When I eat anything on my complex side, it doesn't do that to me, right? It makes me look flat. So simple carbs has a benefit just as well as complex carbs do. Majority of my carbs come from complex, but when I need some sugar, I have simple carbs. So in general, this stuff is not good for you. You want to stay close to the complex and not the simple. If I eat this cereal every day, it's not going to do the same thing as oatmeal, all right? You got a whole grain here, keeps you full, fiber. And you have a simple carb here. This is just gonna add sugar. And you're gonna feel that you're putting on fat. And of course, your energy levels are gonna drop. This will not hold you like this will, right? That's the difference between simple carbs and complex carbs. So before I leave you today, I just wanna ask you one question. Why are you thinking about cutting your carbs? And when I mean cut your carbs, I mean just stop eating them in general. You can cut back on carbs, meaning you can eat less of them. And yes, it's gonna help you lose more fat. But if you're having more of a sluggish mood, less energy, losing focus, understand it's because you reduce your carbs. Now, one thing you can do is eat less carbs throughout the day, or you can eat more in the morning or less as you go on throughout the day. I'll give you guys facts, all right? Carbohydrates provide most of the fuel for your daily activity and functioning. You'll probably have less energy if you stop eating carbohydrates. You'll feel more tired and more hungry and find it harder to concentrate. So I made this video to let you know carbs are your friend. Unless you have any type of hormone problems or eating disorders where you need to really go see a nutritionist to get a balanced diet specifically made for you, carbs are your friends. All right, you heard it from me. I'm not gonna lead you in the right direction. I couldn't look like this, and I couldn't have this energy. I couldn't, train people and get them the results that they do without having them eat carbs. So guys, the information that I'm bringing you is from pure experience, some studying, and just living years of learning how my body works and also how others work, all right? You're here with Josh Bailey. You know where to come when you need the information, all right? Eat your carbs. Wait. Almost forgot. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, because you know somebody needs this. You know your friend is saying cut carbs, but show them this video so they don't. All right, remember? Later.